The Stand by Stephen King. Book summary in under 4 minutes. A deadly strain of influenza escapes from a secret government facility and spreads across the United States with terrifying speed. Almost everyone dies, leaving scattered survivors to navigate abandoned cities, personal grief, and the collapse of every familiar institution. Among the survivors are Stu Redman, a quiet Texan, Franny Goldsmith, who is pregnant, Larry Underwood, a musician struggling with selfishness, Nick Andros, a deaf drifter with a strong sense of justice, and Harold Lauder, an intelligent but deeply resentful young man. Their separate journeys gradually lead them toward Mother Abigail, an elderly woman who becomes a spiritual symbol of compassion, humility, and hope. At the same time, other survivors are drawn to Randall Flagg, a mysterious and supernatural figure who builds a rival society in Las Vegas. Flagg promises order, power, and protection, but rules through fear, punishment, and surveillance. The surviving world begins to divide between two communities, one attempting to rebuild through cooperation, and another organized around domination. The Boulder community formed around Mother Abigail tries to restore government, electricity, public safety, and shared responsibility. Yet the novel shows that surviving a catastrophe does not automatically make people wiser. Old flaws remain. Jealousy, ambition, fear, and mistrust continue to shape decisions, especially in Harold, whose bitterness leaves him vulnerable to Flagg's influence. The conflict eventually becomes more than a battle over territory. It is a test of what kind of civilization will replace the one that failed. Mother Abigail's followers are asked to confront Flagg without relying on the same violence and control he represents. Their journey becomes an act of faith rather than a traditional military campaign. The Stand works as both an epic disaster story and a moral examination of society. The plague removes laws, governments, wealth, and social status, forcing characters to reveal who they are without those structures. Some grow through responsibility and sacrifice. Others use the new world as permission to indulge cruelty or pursue power. King also questions whether humanity truly learns from catastrophe. Even after nearly total destruction, survivors begin rebuilding familiar systems and repeating old patterns. Technology and organization are not portrayed as evil, but they cannot protect a society lacking empathy, accountability, and moral courage. Randall Flagg represents more than supernatural evil. He thrives wherever frightened people prefer certainty over freedom and obedience over responsibility. Mother Abigail, by contrast, represents leadership grounded in service rather than control. Ultimately, The Stand argues that civilization is rebuilt through everyday choices before it is rebuilt through roads, laws, or machines. Its central struggle is not simply good people against bad people, but humility against ego, community against isolation, and hope against the temptation to rule through fear.